Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Tomb Raider Remastered. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off, I'm not sure how the hell to proceed from here, seeing as it looks like most of this place is too sloped in order for me to do anything, really. Because, oh no. Okay, I see. Some of it is too sloped for me to do anything. The rest of it is relatively traversable. To what purpose, I don't know. That's a giant rock. Gotta love them boulder traps. Now, I will say at the least with the boulder traps, the modern analog stick stuff is a little bit more feasible to use. Because hear me out. Usually, if you encounter a trap, there is this as a quick turn. But with this, it's just quite literally, whoa, and go on the other side with the D-pad. D-pad, analog stick, same difference. Is this another one? This is another one. It's really testing your ability to press circle. Or in my case, back. Is there another one? I mostly just keep on saving so I don't have to repeat my actions over and over and over again. Well, that's one way to force me to do one of these. Alright. Can we now grab the Thingmo? What's it without Natla being a bitch? Is there a switch? Is there a button? I feel like the game wants me to grab that. Do I just leave? Not that way. Maybe not that way, but not that more than a not that way yet sort of way. Is there something I'm supposed to kill? I hear something mindlessly shambling around. Or just do that. Excuse me, sir. And/or madame. Oh, I thought I was doing a whole escape sequence thing. Maybe I am doing a whole escape sequence thing, but with 3 things that are jumping on my face! Okay, that one was mean. Well, at least I know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Which apparently involves just shooting things. Why is this your default way of dealing with the situation, Laura? What are you, American? Okay. Oh god, shaky, shaky. Come on, where are you? One down. Two down. Three down. Quick save. I'm presuming I had to run this way. It's a lot of explosion noises and no explosions. Ah. This is new. I'll take it. Weird, fleshy abomination holes. Okay. I don't know what you want me to do, game. Am I supposed to hit both those switches again? And then weird muscly room is gonna stop being all muscly? Oh, I suppose I go down here? Oh yeah, this seems like a entirely safe escape route. Okay. So how am I supposed to do this? Oh, I see how I'm supposed to do this. Mildly sillily. No, ignore the fact that we have a pyramid exploding on top of us. Yeah, a whole lot of tension kind of takes a nosedive when you're forced to take a slow burn through a place. Oh, God. And when you're just made to walk slowly through spike, I don't know. Tension. The real doozy here is the fact that I was made... We're doing this while explosions are happening around us, I'm assuming. There's a concerning amount of health regeneration stuff over here. Okay. I don't know, I think I just kind of assumed that there was going to be a little bit more action running through this place. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I am running. And just slowly, meticulously hitting a safe spot every opportunity I get. Because Laura cannot remember how to grab a goddamn ledge for the life of her. You know, we're only going deeper into the earth right now, right? Oh, yeah, nope. Ignore that health. That was a trap. I'm assuming that there's going to be some sort of great geyser that is supposed to... Okay. See, I didn't see the second one there. Alright. There we go. For a moment I was like, aye. Okay, I see what I'm supposed to do. It's only mildly annoying. You know, we've already died a couple of times. Why not? Well, okay. It's not as much of a trap as I thought it was. God's help you if you're going to speedrun this, though, and 100% speedrun. I assume that there's 100% speedruns of this game. The trick is, at the least with these controls, I do not want... I need to do the thing where I grab the ledge. I don't want to land... Sure. I apparently tried to pull myself up. Okay, I think I'm doing this wrong. I've been trying to do a run thing, like, oh man, I'm running because I'm worried about survival. Nah, just gotta walk slowly to the ledge and do a standing jump. Actually, anything down here before I go on? I guess not. How do I get back up? Ah, to the right. What? Okay. It's the whole trying to jump thing again. I call shenanigans. Actually, now I can't help but be curious how the fire effects look, and I think I prefer this. Hey, turns out they do the fire effects relatively realistic. It's a slow burn as opposed to just instantaneous death by touching the fire. Really should somewhat be like that when it comes to the lava too. But, you know. Okay, so that was a miss. I'm assuming I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, it's a secret. The secret that I only needed to chop off a few bits of my legs for. So I'm assuming I'm supposed to be aiming for that middle ring there. What if I were to just do one of these? And yes, I know that you can swan dive. I just never managed to be able to get it right. Hello? Oh, right. It's all the exploding again. Well, now that I'm here. Oop. Oh, hi, Natla. Oh, she does some damage. What? Good lord, you're annoying. Perish. You gonna explode like all the other Atlantians? No? Good. I assume that you'd make a big bang of the thing.
You can't bump off me and my brood so easy,
Oh, come on. Well, I officially disapprove of this battle. I now see why they give me so many health items. To stock up for this final-ish fight? They really did load me down. Oh, hi. Of course, our ancient technology of needle guns. I better heal again? Because if she does explode with me right there... No? Alright. I can only assume that now I'm supposed to... Unless this... Nope. I don't want to have to keep on filling her full of lead. Okay. You know what? We're gonna make another save just in case. Because I can already see how this is gonna go. Again, I already disapprove of it if she's just gonna keep on coming back to life. Please don't keep on coming back to life. I really don't have as much patience as you think I do for the rest of this game. Especially with all the explosions happening around me, supposedly. Man, it's a good thing I put that save there. Okay. She's still there. She's still dead. Me hoping that she remains like that. Is it just the one final platforming puzzle and then we're out of here? I half expect there to be like one more boulder that smashes me before we leave. A parting boulder, if you will. Is it directly below me or not? I want to be able to just fall off an edge. Is that so much to ask for? Because evidently it is. Okay. Let's GT the FO. I'm only going deeper into the earth. Yeah, little under 25 minutes. Ah, and that was Tomb Raider 1 Remastered. Gotta be honest, it was pretty fun. Was pretty good. Was a good time. I do see why this franchise had taken off from here. I do have a little bit to say about how the hell they taken what is clearly some more mystical elements of this and kind of remove them for the general public in, like, the movies, but, you know, whatever. It's jank as hell to control, even with the modern control setup that they have. But I suppose it's relatively preferable to how they did the tank controls, because the tank controls of the old era, of the OG, they were pretty rough. I honestly could say I do not know how the hell I would have been able to manage with tank ass controls, because that was one of the reasons why as a kid I never beat it, along with some of the more horror-ish elements, specifically talking about the T-Rex as a kid anyways. Nowadays it's a very okay, it's alright, it works, it's relatively fine. I think that its puzzle stuff is good, except when it's clearly not. It's a whole lot of looking around the place and trying to find all of the elements of the puzzle first, and then trying to solve what the hell you're supposed to do with it. Because being stuck in the mines really blew. Like, it took any and all wind out of my sails for so long, to the point where after I had solved it by, you know, being given that one little nudge with the walkthrough, it was just painful. And after that, I don't know, it's a little bit of everything, I guess. Just all the things started kind of annoying me. Something comes up where I have to fight it, that suddenly gets annoying because the combat's not great. if there's a puzzle, like I see a big ass room open up, suddenly I'm a little bit terrified because I realize, oh shit, I'm going to have to now go back and forth in this room. Specifically that Sphinx room, the last Sphinx room, where on top of the combat, I also now had to go back and forth between this way and that way, trying to figure out how the hell to get all over the place. I think the most egregious part is most definitely me trying to figure out how the hell I'm supposed to get around the place when a lot of the angles looked like they were going to be sliding angles, you know? And that was probably the most egregious part to me. And one of the reasons why some of the rooms took so long for me to beat, because they were very much the case of, oh, you can step on this one without sliding into oblivion. And then some of them are just actually alright, even though they look like they should possibly make you slide off into oblivion. The worst part to me is, in particular, is pretty much just the, because of how the modern controls work, there's no good way to make it so as you can simply just, how to put it, just walking off a platform. And I think I had the same problem too when it came to the OG controls as well, is that if you have any momentum whatsoever, you are going to, if you are just trying to land on a 1 square by 1 square platform underneath you, chances are you're just going to careen right off the edge. And obviously we saw that at the end here, where I was just trying to step onto the giant pillar and not die. Now that said, when it comes to the graphics, I say that the OG graphics still hold up. Because, you know, it's 96, they're still delving into 3D graphics and making them look good. And honestly, they do really look good, especially for the time. The remaster upgrade, they look fine, but it really does muddle together all of the elements. Like, how long did I miss that fuse in Natla's mines? I was running around that place trying to look desperately for that fuse, for a fuse, and it bled right into the goddamn ground, and that just, it felt like a giant waste of time, because it was. But I think one of the most egregious parts too is that, and I swear you notice it the most with that final cutscene. I do say that yes, the cutscenes probably needed the most in upscaling, because let's be honest, standard definition back then was like 480, and if you're trying to make that into, you know, 1080 or whatever resolution, shit gets artifact. That said, I kind of wish that what they did was a full recreation of those cutscenes, as opposed to what they did, and what they did was AI upscaling. And it looks serviceable, it looks fine, it looks better than looking at the blurred images of what we get if you just go with the OG ones. But good lord, it just looks bad upon closer ones. There was just so much. There's only so much that AI can really do when it comes to upscaling anything. It really would have been better if they had just tried to do a complete recreation, if they really wanted to make it look good. Because it looks bad, but now it just looks bad in a different way. That is to say, that is a lot more hard work and whatnot, so I kind of see why they had just decided, screw it, we're just gonna upscale it with AI, man, and call it a day. It doesn't seem like the rest of the game was upscaling in that fashion, at the least when it comes to some of the models. The models look fine. I'm not sure if it really came across in some of the other creatures, though. Like, the T-Rex looked okay. The raptors looked alright. How you screw up wolves and bears, I don't know. I didn't really notice too much of a difference when it comes to how the OG Atlanteans and how the newer Atlanteans looked, but then again, I didn't really look that closely at the Atlanteans because every single time that I tried to, they'd explode. So, with, I want to say the most notable being the, I guess, doppelganger, for lack of a better word. The clone, I'm going to use doppelganger. The clone Laura, the doppelganger Laura. Which, again, is probably, again, the most interesting mechanic that we've had in the entire game, where everything else you were just trying to shoot. They could have probably just as easily made it so as she controlled and worked just like Laura did, but instead they decided to go with this neat little thing where it's like, oh, it's you, but fleshier? I don't know. As for the story, I kind of wish that there was more of a story that developed over time. Like each piece of it, you get more of the story, not what we got, which was like, we got a little bit tidbit, a little bit more of a tidbit, then you get the final bit of the ski on, and then, oh, suddenly Natla is there and doing all that fun stuff. And I have to say, the worst part of the game, and this goes for either version, is purely, completely continuity. Like we go in to get one of the pieces of the ski on, and oh, Larson is there. Okay, how? The door is locked. There was a centaur bodyguard in front of it that was very much not dead. Why is he there? How is he there? He could have easily have just picked it up and left. Especially with how long it took me to actually do anything. Are these on loop? I'm assuming that they're on loop. I don't know how many times we've been through the English voice acting stuff. Oh well. And it was that with him, Larson and Pierre. Oh, no, Pierre first and then it was Larson. It really does, I don't know. It feels like they didn't need to even bother getting Laura for this adventure. What with them being there. Maybe it would have made a lot more sense if, like, I don't know, they made it so as she was leaving the place, and because where she had left her ride or something, then Larson and Pierre had shown up. And honestly, the three bodyguards at the end of, well, throughout rather, the Natla's mines, they don't even have names. They don't. I double checked my my achievements that I had been getting throughout the adventure, and they literally were like bald guy and skateboarder kid and cowboy. No names, just their stereotype stuff, which I understand. But Natla coming back was a bit of a surprise, I won't lie. Final statistics: 10 hours, just a little under 11. Little less than half secrets. I'm fine with that. I'll enter to continue. So now, if we so please, we could actually start a new game plus, which I think removes any and all manual saving that you can do, and instead has save crystals, which, no, I am not. Just no. I don't know. Overall, I think the remaster was alright. I feel like some of the control schemes needed to be improved even further. Like, we have more buttons, you know? You can do more stuff with all these buttons that we have. And Oh no, now I'm just tired. Oh, this is what I get for trying to binge a single game. Woo! I still prefer OG Laura's looks. But yeah, to that end, that was Tomb Raider. It's a pretty good, alright game. There's a lot of jank to it that made things unbearable, and having to the trying to find all the stuff that you need to beat the game thing in general makes it feel like everything was made into a secret, and then even some of the secrets were easier to find than some of the main game stuff. And yes, this is me talking about Natla's mines again, where I had to jump on top of that crate to get to that one switch so that I can actually get to the fuse. That was egregious. That was bullshit. And it really did take a lot of steam out of my sails, or a lot of wind out of my sails, when I realized that that was the case with that. But, I don't know. Solid 7 out of 10 for me. I don't know if I would say that I would play Tomb Raider 2 directly after this, but I would definitely give myself a little bit of time to cool down before I touch this. And by the time this final episode releases out, who knows? Maybe I'll get the wind back, and we'll do Tomb Raider 2. This was a time. Wasn't a bad time, just a time. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed my adventures through Tomb Raider 1 Remastered. If you want to support the channel, consider dropping a like, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Helps out the channel, lets you know whenever the hell I upload something, which is currently 3 times a day, 6 days out of the week, because I have no life. And if you want to support the channel in a direct financial fashion, I have a bunch of links down in the description below. Every little bit helps, keeps a roof over my head, food in my belly, and goes to upgrading my PC and getting games for the channel whenever I have the extra douche. Glad that's over, honestly. Thank you everyone so very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next adventure. Take care. Cheers.